What's up? What's up? What's up, world? We want to welcome y'all to another episode of At My Mama's House. As usual, I want to let you know I come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. With that being said, we're going to go and get into it, man. What's good, fella?
What's
up
good?
with
What's
it?
good?
Man, I can't call it, man. As usual, there's always a bunch of shit going on, boy.
That's the world, huh?
I'm trying to tell you, as the world turns.
Yeah, the world be whirling.
I ain't heard that one. That's my first time hearing that one, Rich.
Yeah.
The world be whirling.
Yeah, it be whirling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? Y'all tell me something.
Shit, man. I'm really exhausted. I've been helping my little girl all damn day with this damn tutoring shit we in or whatever. So
Okay.
I'm a little mentally exhausted.
Oh, you'll be all right.
What about you, Rich?
Oh, man, I'm just hanging in there, brother. You know me. I am here.
Already, man. Well, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna start out with the icebreaker. Y'all know how we do it.
Yes.
Hey, everybody out there, y'all please like, subscribe, comment, share. Now I'm talking about send a link to your people. Tell them to get on, man. The tea is hot.
See?
Yeah, the tea hot. It ain't warm, it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so this is the icebreaker, man. But this icebreaker gonna be a topic too.
Okay.
People talk about Black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same. Hate when people talk about Black.
Wow.
Hey man, say, look at you. The shit ain't funny, but the shit funny.
This shit crazy, man. Are you serious?
Say,
The
man.
shit they come up with.
Say, man, when you get to blaming Trump for you being obese, bruh.
Hey, somebody got to be to blame. Somebody.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's just straight ridiculous.
All you have to do is put the spoon down and stay away from the plate. That's it. It's not hard. No rocket science, no thinking. Just don't eat.
Hey, man, say, I laughed on that for like 2-3 days every time I go watch it because I wanted to give her a chance. I just didn't want to just take out instant reaction. So I really did like say, okay, let me really heal. That shit, it got worse every time.
And it's gonna keep getting worse. That ain't it.
Shit don't make no sense, man. Like, how does she even make that sound right in her mind?
Accountability. She has none.
Yeah, no accountability. Bitch, you were fat before Trump was in office.
You see?
That shit ain't just happened.
Oh, you were fat with Obama, Bush, and now Trump. Come on now.
Come on.
Woo!
This shit crazy.
Say, man. I don't know what Trump did to people. And I'm saying this out of respect for people, party, race, whatever. But when you get to blaming this man for your hair not standing up, for you not being able to lose weight, for why you got fired, bro, something ain't right.
Hey,
So at that point, you're giving this person too much power, bro.
yep, that's what they doing. Yeah, hey, it's out there.
That's exactly what that is.
Oh man, yeah,
That's
that blew
bullshit.
my mind. You know, I done heard so many things. I done heard some of the wildest shit that people blame Trump stuff on Trump on. But when I saw this, I like, okay, they take shit too far this time.
Oh yeah.
It's Trump fault. I can't lose weight.
Trump got us stressing.
Cold part about it, she had motherfuckers in the audience, amen, in that bullshit.
Now that's where now that's the problem right there. It ain't her.
Yeah.
It's the ones co-signing the bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that's worse than her actually believing it.
See?
Yeah.
Yes.
They co-signing
her.
shit.
That's right.
It's Trump. All they big asses.
And they serious though. That's what you don't understand. They dead serious.
They dead serious, Rich.
It's Trump fault. Trump the reason I'm losing my hair.
See? Nah, shit. Trump the reason I'm black. Yeah, that's just his fault.
The fuck is he talking about?
Man, this shit crazy, bro. All right, so we finna switch topics, man. That was another good icebreaker, bro. The icebreakers seem like the icebreakers getting better and better, bro. Oh. All right, man. Here go the next one, bro.
My boy.
All right, let's check them out, man.
Understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
See? I don't see nothing wrong.
Hey, man. You jump in the car with a pimp, don't be mad when he asks for some money.
See what I'm talking about? That's all I'm talking about. That's it. That's all. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's doing his job.
Not wrong. He damn near made me come back to church. I ain't lying. I felt that in my spirit. I ain't lying. I damn near locked the doors in my house. So hold on, wait. Don't nobody leave. Lock the doors.
Nobody move.
Yeah, nobody move. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good church right there. You know what I'm saying? That's Holy Spirit and all it. Sanctified, dip. That's it right there. I damn near came back to Christ. He damn near got me to Christ. I'm telling you. I saw it. I say, oh yeah. I know what he talking.
Yeah,
and see, it's two things going on here though. Not only that he begging, he let you know he don't trust the motherfuckers in his congregation. Because he said, hey, don't pass no basket. Bring that money right up here. Let me see you do it. See, he counting his money. Yeah, he know they stealing. He don't trust them. So that's why he say, bring that money on here. Let me see you put it in there. And if you do it with the phone, tap the phone. I said,
let me see that money.
Yeah, let me see it. He ain't wrong. But like you say, you get in the car with a pimp, don't be mad if he asks for some money. Now, don't be mad. Don't be mad, because it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Straight up. Marvin Sapp standing on business, man.
He stood all the way on business. This is the way. Listen, hey, if you don't know, hey, hey, he's standing on business. I like that.
Yeah, he want his money.
What?
He say it costs to be up here.
What? He checked that track and they didn't put no money in there. He said, okay, all right, I got something for their ass.
Yeah.
Shut the door. And told him, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all just go and get some food.
Yeah.
I
I
like
got that
those
too.
sounds.
I bet
Yeah,
he got that money too.
Yeah, he got that money.
He got that money.
Yeah, he got that money.
Now,
Action ye shall receive.
now, let me ask y'all this. To be honest, when the last time y'all last been to church?
Shit. Shit.
I ain't
I
been to
went for a
church.
funeral. I've been for
Yeah,
a
I was
couple
just gonna
funerals.
say I
but
just went for a
I
funeral
don't-
2 weeks ago.
I ain't been to
Nah,
church.
nigga, funerals don't count, nigga.
Okay, well now I ain't tripping on that, but I told you he damn near
I
brought
ain't
me
debating.
back.
I'm not debating. I'm just asking the
No,
question.
I'm just saying I haven't. I'm saying he might have brought me back with that move. I need to get part of that congregation.
You know what? I have been to church, Negro. I went to church about a month ago with my Mason brother. He his people, his dad is a preacher, and he invited me to come to services or whatever. So I went.
Look at him. I definitely agree. I'm not mad at him, simply because them his hoes. They chose to let that nigga pimp, man.
They
chose.
chose.
I don't get in a pimp business.
I'm telling you.
That's a relationship.
Yeah, you stay out
I don't
that
jump
man
in no
shit.
man relationship, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't have no. I'm not mad at him. They chose their relationship, bro.
Shoot your shot.
They chose their relationship. They chose the religion. They chose their relationship. They chose to follow him.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it.
And see, I've been seeing all the backlash on it on the internet, and I don't understand. They act like this shit just started happening.
Okay.
Because I can remember being at church back in the gap, being a little boy, and they were like, "Hold on, we can get $100 more up in here. Come on, we can get it. Who got it? They've been doing this.
Yep. That's
Now,
nothing new.
Now let me say this, right? And I want to say this because this is what I'm about to show is also a lesson to some people that understanding is the key to solution to and or just peace, right? I understand their perspective. I see what they're saying. I know exactly what they're griping about. You know what I'm saying? I get it. They speaking on it from, oh, it couldn't be me. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? They're just like if I see a chick running over a simp ass dude, okay, I get it. But I ain't him. That's the problem. He need to unsimp himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand their perspective, right? I get what they're saying. But at the same time, don't get mad at those that choose to follow him.
Yeah, straight up.
You can't get mad at those that choose. If that's what you're not into, if you're not gonna do it, then hey, more power to you. I respect. Hey. But but don't get mad because someone chose to do what they do with who they do with. Like I say, to me, it's a relationship. You know,
Peep this. Do you know that they got some churches now that you have to give them your tax return so they can see how much money you make?
Yeah,
and they crazy. Want that entitlement.
Exactly.
They gonna look whatever you made for the year. That's what they gonna get their titles off. So if you made 100,000, they gonna get by 25, 30. That's what you owe the church.
Exactly.
To
like
be
I
a
said,
member.
that's insane.
I say, boy, they done took it another level.
And that's insane.
They got the ATM at the door.
But
they
hey,
change the usher for an ATM. It's a business now. It's hustling.
Yeah, they willing to do it. Like,
it's hustling.
I ain't gonna be
all. Business is good.
And it's good. It's a business that ain't going nowhere. You can't prove him wrong. It's built on hope. Yeah. Any business built on hope, you in it forever. Yeah. You hope something happens. Hope ain't real. It's just hope it is. But hope ain't.
Drug dealing ain't right, but they don't force none of them people to come to them.
See? She.
Prosperity preaching ain't right, but they don't force none of them people to come to them. Them people wake up Sunday evening, they already know that Sunday, this following Sunday, they going to that church.
Yeah. It's a fast change at the end of the day. It's feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's feel good. You come here, I tell you something, make you feel good about yourself, get you through the week. In return, you drop a little something in the collection plate.
Let me explain. Man, it was a partner of mine had a can with them children in Africa with flies on them. He had a can, and he set it at stores. And he told the store he'd give him 10% of what he collect. He had a non-charity. He didn't. You wouldn't believe how much money people put in there to make themselves feel good. Like when they get their change back, you just put it in his bucket like I'm helping them people. The whole time it's just a nigga with a can with some paper around it, and he making a bankroll. All he doing is sitting there. He ain't asked you to say nothing, but they feel good like I'm gonna do something. And that's all this is about. This is about you trying to make yourself feel good. I did something. Because when you work a whole week, you made some money, you're going to buy a bill. You got $1 left, you're going to put in that can. That's what they do.
Yeah.
All he going to do is pick the cans up every Monday. He checking his traps every Monday. And he don't have nothing but a can and a piece of paper with some messed up black kids on it, wrapped around the can.
Well, like I said,
that's it, that's all.
Yeah, like I say,
that's it. That's all. I say,
I'm also say
they
this
want to feel
too, right?
self-righteous. I'm like,
I'm also say this too, right? Because again, I'm looking at it on this situation. I'm looking at it from both ends too. I'm not mad at the people that were at that church, and those guys was like, okay, nah, he got me fucked up. He taking it too far. I ain't mad at them either.
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at them either. If they like, okay,
hoes jump ship every day.
They jump every day.
Hoes jump ship every day.
Yeah, I ain't mad at them for that. Like, hey, they like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna take it. You gonna lock me in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it both ways. But I'm not finna be breaking my neck to defend motherfuckers who voluntarily giving whatever it is they're giving their time, energy, and money to this religion and who they choose to follow or let lead them in their religion. Yeah, I ain't gonna waste my gears on that shit. They fuck them motherfuckers. That's what they want to do.
I ain't going to be in that for them to say shut the doors on me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at, 98% of the time, I'm gonna be the one to say shut the door. Because I don't like the doors to get shut on me. So I don't I don't need another man to lead me. No, I can do it. I figure
so we're gonna switch topics. We finna go back talk about this youth thing. It's more news than came out. And this is the particular subject that I wanted to bring up.
Sugar-coated, ain't no nothing in. It ain't not one human being that's not gonna check in. Let me give you on a bigger scale. The United States of America and all these countries have what is called airspace. Yeah. If you invade their airspace with a plane, they consider that an act of war. If you want to come in their airspace, you're gonna check in. You can choose not to, and it's gonna be a problem. If dudes come and you move it in a certain way, if you choose not to check in, suffer the consequences. You feel like you got something that's bigger than what is there. And because I do it, it's foreign to me to hear people speak how I'm not going to check in, but then that's the ignorant dude, because that's the dude who wants the internet fame. Any real dude that's ever really been in LA, he checked in. There ain't no sugar-coated, ain't no nothing in. It ain't not one human being that's not going to check in. Let me give you on a bigger scale. The United States of America and
okay, so basically, just to give y'all and the fans, the viewers heads up, so more charges have been brought up. Of course, you know how the feds work. They usually don't come in until they done had years worth of evidence, years of everything. They done put the pieces to the puzzle. They don't go into nothing with a few pieces to a puzzle. They damn near had a whole puzzle. With that being said, they also have gathered evidence that he did orchestrate the hit on Nipsey, which is some of the other charges. They've arrested some more conspirators. Also, there are some more people. They got some cats already switching because they throwing them numbers and they like, nah, I'm gonna tell this shit. So it's a lot, it's unfolding. So what I want to talk about was y'all thoughts and the viewers on this checking in thing, right? In my history, I've not experienced, but I've seen. Well, no, I have experienced, just not under me. I was under someone else's power, right? But I've watched this. Now, what I want to say is this: the check-in that I experienced was nowhere close or near the level of disrespect or, I don't know, power, ego type of movement that I've seen Big U express. So I want to get that clear because I think people are getting it confused, right? Or they just don't know what's check-in or which is which. I've seen one type of check-in, and it's the respectful check-in. And it's a check-in by choice. It wasn't forced. It was more, hey, look, I know I'm in a crazy city. I like y'all. I'm cool with y'all. Hey, let me show some love. I want y'all to make sure I'm safe. Give me your security fee. That's just business. The Big U type of check-in, that's extortion like a motherfucker. But with that being said, what's y'all thoughts on, based off the interview and what you know of the kid's situation? Because he literally just explained one instance of why he feel like he's justified in doing what he's been doing for so many years.
And you know what? It's damn near like the topic we just left. You choose this. And what I mean by that is, if I got money like that and I'm rolling like that, I'm not gonna go no place that I need to check in. I'm gonna be where the cops at and the rich people at. It's not hard. Now, if you go into that hood shit, okay, you might need to get some safety because you don't know what's going on in the hood. See, that's what I look at. I know they don't make white people check in who got a bunch of money. Ain't none of that happening. That's only the niggas that play that game or who in that lane. You know what I'm trying to say? Because everybody rap want to be street, so they try to stick to street shit. If you come to LA and take care of your business the way you supposed to, now if you got a name, of course they'll be up on you, trying. But you're going to have your own security for that. But I'm just saying regular, like people that's coming up, them young, you don't have to go where you're going to have to check in. Where the Crips at, where the Bloods at. Go do what you're supposed to do and get up out of there. That's the way I look at it. But if you're going to put yourself in the hood, in them situations, you got to play the game and play the hand that's dealt. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in the jungle and you're not Tarzan.
Let me ask you this, Rich. I just want to add context to it, right? So what about situations that's kind of uncontrollable, right? Like, so let's say like you're up and coming artist, you done got hot, your team not that big, or it's big, but you just don't have the funds like that, and or you have your pride, right? And you might not be doing arenas yet, and you're doing a club. And then this is I'm using this example based off of one of the situations that happened where Big U found out T.I. was coming, and they bullying the club, the people who own that club or manage these clubs that don't have nothing to do with, kind of like the mob shit when they would kind of say, hey, oh, this your bakery? Yeah, nigga, we gon'. Basically, that's what Big U was doing. But this example, they told the club owner, T.I. coming, okay, because they seen him promoting it, said, hey, we want $30K off the ticket, half off the dough. And so what happened was the club owner called T.I. and said, say, fam, man, I want to book you, bro, but man, these boys trying to extort me out here, bro. And he like, my manpower ain't up like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was, to be honest, he's clearly scared for his life. His nuts clearly didn't hang as low as me or you or B, because we wouldn't have gave, it would have been war. But anyway, so T.I. was like, shit, fuck him, man. You know, like, I don't know who you think I am. You know, T.I., he ain't scared of shit. Yeah, like, fuck you, nigga. Like, I just won't come. And so Big U and them, he ended up making the club on to pay the 30K anyway. So I'm at a contest to say, if you in that situation, you up and coming artist, let's say you managing one of, let's say you one of the OGs who on the road with that young artist, and that situation is let's say you encounter that situation. I like going to the club yet, but what's your thoughts on having to deal with that, knowing that you ain't on a level to where you could just be afford to breaking bread with niggas like that, and it's not necessarily them protecting you; they really extorting you because they willing to hurt you if you don't let them extort you.
It's, to me, I think forward. So if you want some gangster shit, I'm gonna give you to the gangsters. I'm gonna call it out for you. You want 30? Be back here at 8:30. I'm gonna have it for you. They there. They waiting. Because I'm not a gangster. I'm not in the street. So I'm gonna call who I pay taxes on, my military, the police, and tell them, hey, we got one. And I'm gonna be there with that money in that bag, and you walk in there and you deal with parole and all that extra shit, and I'm gonna keep my party going. That's just what it is. That's just being grown. I'm not gonna sit here and try to prove to another grown man I'm tough. I'm gonna get you out my way and I'm gonna get to my bag. That's simple. That's it. That's all. But if you catch me wrong and I gotta, we'll do it that way. But I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna let the police do their job. That's the problem. We trying to do their job. Because if I get into it and shoot that nigga, they gonna give me time like I'm wrong. So I understand the game. I'm gonna get y'all involved and get niggas don't fuck with people that use the cops. That's why you see so many dudes, internet gangsters now, like the Charles, and they gonna call them loud. Niggas don't want to fuck them loud. Two things I know a black man scared of. That's a dog and the police. Yeah, you got you a dog that bite, a nigga, yeah, he cool. Because niggas don't want to get bit and they don't want to deal with the police. So I'm just saying, that's how hard that is. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, B.
And I'm not going nowhere that you need to do that to me too. I'm not going nowhere.
I got you. Hold on, B. Listen, to all the YNs out there watching this show and that's gonna watch this show, if you ain't never got no life-changing advice, Rich just gave your ass an extra life on your lives, nigga. Bars, boy.
Yeah.
It's hard to back know that.
Yeah. But that's right now. Put them police on. That's a piece on the chessboard, and you refuse to play.
You got an army. Because if he a crip and he got 40, 50 niggas, let me get this army. I'm finna get me an army. I got some white boys ready. They've been practicing this. They play paintball doing this. They ready. So I'm gonna let you play who want to do that. And that's just a boss move, because you know.
So I'm gonna let you spit. Well, let us hear your 2 cents on it.
Yeah.
Hey, good game, Rich. Good game. They need to hear that.
I'm with Rich on that though. You know what I'm saying? If the nigga ain't trying to hear nothing, I'm trying to do legitimate business here. This ain't no street shit I'm doing. I'm putting together a show for the people, and you gonna tell me that you gonna make me pay some shit? Oh, nigga, yeah. The police will be at my shit in effect. You come here, you deal with their ass shit. I ain't got to deal with you. Deal with you for what? I'm doing legitimate business. Now, like he say, if you on some street shit, you want to go get into that street shit, you want to visit the hood, it's probably in your best interest to check in on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's probably in your best interest if you doing those kind of things. You know what I mean? But if you doing legitimate business, don't let no nigga trick you out your spot.
Come on, man. So
trick you out your spot.
Yeah. And basically I'm just piggybacking on what Rich and you said. Man, look here, bro. This what I tell people. And when I tell people this, people be laughing. On guard, and I stand on this, and to this day I would tell people this, and I don't care about what nobody think of me. Because the last time I checked, It don't matter who holding the gun to shoot the bullet, a nerd or whatever. I tell people this all the time. I have never been a thug. I've never been a thug. I just did thug like shit. That's it. It's a big difference. I don't like jail. I don't like drama. I don't like trouble. I don't like being in shootouts. I like peace. I've never been a thug, but I've done thug like shit. And to this day, I stand on that. Why I want to be the cockroach of society? Why? Thugs are the cockroaches of humans. Nah, I'm good on that, man. Man, what? Man, I call the police on a nigga in a heartbeat. What you say, nigga? Oh, y'all gonna jump me, all 5 of y'all? Well, let's see if y'all can jump me before 911 dial.
And let's get it together.
Let's see how quick you motherfuckers is. Man, nah, you got me being, bro.
Yeah, because if you smoke them, then you go and sit down.
Yeah.
And then you call the law, and guess what? You gonna start a chain reaction. The next YNs they see, leave that nigga alone. He gonna call the law. That's what's gonna be. That's gonna be. Leave him alone. He gonna call the law on you. Then you gonna be able to walk anywhere because they know this. He gonna call the law. Leave him alone.
You got
what? They know that you go in there and set trip. Fuck that. Leave him alone. He gonna call the law. Once you get that title, you good. They ain't been folks because they know that's worse than putting a gun. Like a nigga got a gun. Oh, he'll shoot. Nah, this nigga finna call law. That's even worse. He gonna put out the whole set.
You gotta think. You gotta be diabolical. Like for example,
yeah,
it was this chick I was messing with, right? But we weren't messing around. So no more. So end up, dude she was messing with, he calling and threatening to kill me and everything. Talking about nowhere you stay and all that. So that's what I did. I called the police. And then I said, yeah, I like to report. And I told him the whole name and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just threatened my life. Like that or whatever. And I said, yo, I got his number and everything. And then guess what I did? I said, in fact, I'm going to call him back. Tell me where the fool still threatening me. The police on the other line record.
We're going to let you get a little time to think about it.
Hey, the boy got some shine time. And they was like, that's him. Did he just threaten you? And then she say, oh, okay, then we fill out the report. We definitely gonna investigate and find out what to him, and we'll just and the first thing they said was, Mr. Boom Boom Boom. My last name said, you please don't do nothing. Don't get into it with him or whatever. And if he does come, please call us. We're not telling you to defend yourself, but if he does come in the flip, I just got to pass.
Yes.
So come out. Because guess what? If you would have came and got died, I wouldn't even went to jail. You got to think diabolical. You got to be smart about it. Like,
but you know something else too. I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's geographical. Like if you grew up with gang culture and that kind of lifestyle, you can understand and checking in and go for that. But if you coming from like where I'm from, Houston, my era, we don't know nothing about checking in. That's foreign to us. And they'll think, oh, you being tough. No, I just don't understand it because I don't understand gang culture that I got to check into another man. I don't understand that part. Not that I wouldn't do it. I just don't know that part. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know who I would have to check in with. For what? I'm not doing nothing I need to be checked in for. So that's why I be tripping when that, But if you pay attention to artists that do check in, 9 out of 10, they into something they ain't supposed to. Because you can get your weed from the dispensary. You can go to the casino if you want to shoot dice. You see what I'm saying? You can buy your bitch offline. You can get your shot put. See what I'm trying to say? So we know they probably getting their little cocaine or their little whatever, the Miley, whatever. So you got to get it from the hood. And once you do that, the nigga who bringing it to you, I'm finna go get such and such this here. And there it is. The wheels are spinning. Man, I was in the room. Them niggas had money and jewelry everywhere, man. Them niggas over there. And there it is. The nigga who came he just happy he met y'all. But he done told some gangsters. And the gangsters coming. Payday, we got them. Because you blindside. You don't know they coming. So how can you prepare for something you don't know coming? And that's where the check-in come in. But if you keep your nose to the business, to the what you there for, in and out, Hey man, yeah.
For
But every
sure.
nigga want to go to the club and go be cool. No, sir.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the hood. No.
Good topic, man. Good topic. We finna switch a little bit. Corey Holcomb in the news. Let's see what this boy talking about, man. So I'm gonna let it rip. Y'all see it, huh?
Yeah.
Talking to all you hazing, coward ass, cake ass motherfuckers talking about, oh, this how you be in the frat. Fuck your frat, nigga. We go to war behind that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody playing with you. Don't be that young man. I bet that young man didn't know he was gonna die that day. I ain't with that hazing shit, man. Get that sucker shit. Behind some motherfuckers who act like they solid with you, but most of them want to have sex with you.
And don't most of that hazing bullshit happen when people are unexpected, like in other words, like
he look little.
Don't they do all that when they blindfold them and then they hide them or they put them in the dark or some crap like that? Oh, yeah. So that's very cowardly.
One of them was making the niggas eat a couch.
Wait.
They was making them eat a couch, like the contents of the couch. Yeah, eat a couch.
Well, I'll tell you like this. Let me say this though. If you eat a couch to be part of something, you a cake ass nigga.
Straight up.
Do we disagree with that anywhere?
No.
If you will eat a couch to be part of some crew, use a mark, homie. That's old school, ain't it? Do they say mark no more?
They don't say it, but it's, yeah.
Use a sucker if you eat a couch to be part of anything. You can't come home to no real nigga talking about I ate a couch so I could be accepted by these mark ass, dick in the booty ass motherfuckers. I'm talking to all you.
All right, so let me add a little context to it. So basically, it was this young kid, man. He wanted to be a part of the fraternity, and you know they do this haze and stuff and all that. It goes way back ages, and another one died. So my question is what is your thoughts? How do you view frats and gangs and the manipulation or the request that they ask you to do in order to become one of them? So we're gonna start off with Trust. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, I'm a part of a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? And hazing is real. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Hazing is real. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with the hazing. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit I can't say. You know what I mean? It's some shit I can't say. But I done had words with motherfuckers about the hazing situation. You know what I'm saying? And why do one grown ass man want to put his hands on another grown ass man in order for him to be accepted? You see what I'm saying? That's really bullshit to me. You know what I mean? But it is something that has been going on. You know, shit, for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? This shit been going on for hundreds of years, but it definitely needs to stop. I can say that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit I can't go into depth in. You know what I'm saying? But the hazing shit really does need to stop. It's really ridiculous.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I mean, can you go into it from a non-personal standpoint? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because we speaking in general.
Okay, yeah, from a non-personal standpoint, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's no reason if I'm supposed to be your homeboy, your brother, you fuck with me, you want to beat the shit out of me. That don't register to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm supposed to have love for you, we supposed to be brothers. You know what I'm saying? We walk in the same road. You know what I mean? You supposed to be bettering me, or you know what I mean, enlightening me, or whatever have you the case. Whatever word your fraternity or particular group using. You know what I'm saying? If that's supposed to be the case, you don't have to hurt me to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You don't have to hurt me to do that. I'm gonna speak on a third party case I heard of. You know what I'm saying? A third party case I heard of. A friend of mine, his dad is in a fraternity. One of the real popular ones. You know what I'm saying? One of the real popular fraternities. I'm not gonna say the name. One of the real popular fraternities. And he's an older cat now. You know what I mean? He's an older cat now. And he hate these, bro. He hate them with a passion. He not showing up to nothing they having. He holding grudges. A lot of them, he want to get at them. You know what I'm saying? He want to bust their head. You know what I'm saying? His son was about to pledge for this same particular fraternity. You know what I'm saying? In honor of his dad, because his dad did it. You know what I'm saying? But his dad was like, man, I'm not even going to vouch for you because, you know, it's easier for you to get in if somebody, one of your, you know, somebody before you was in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even vouch for his son to get in it. That's how much he despised of it. You see what I'm saying? He say, man, it was to the point they was locking brothers in trunks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, locking brothers in trunks, parking them out in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Brother damn near dying of dehydration. You know, kicking brothers in the chest. I'm talking about booting them in the chest. Where you got to stand up and take a boot to the chest. You know what I'm saying? He say, on one occasion, you know what I'm saying, they was over one of the higher ranking frat member's house, and say he beat one dude, beat him unconscious, and still was just beating, pounding on him. You know what I'm saying? Pouring water on him, waking him up, whooping his ass again. Damn, they killed this young man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it gets real bad, bro. It gets real bad. Yeah, that bullshit really needs to stop, you know. But when I'm looking at it, you know, from gang culture, you know what I'm saying? Now with the fraternity shit, that shit needs to stop. Now, with gang culture, I can understand if we in a gang and I want to know if you gonna fight. I want to know what you gonna, because this the kind of shit that gonna come with gang shit. You know what I'm saying? But in a fraternity, you thinking you getting into this for connections and higher realms and things that's gonna cultivate you, not bring you into some street shit. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like the two should be distinguished from each other. You know what I'm saying? On some street level shit. If I'm fucking with you, you know, I want to see if you gonna do something. You know what I mean? Hey man, we gonna ride over here. Here, you get the gun, you shoot. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. You know what I mean? But on that fraternity level shit, man, that shit needs to stop.
Man,
that shit needs to stop.
It's funny because I'm gonna tell you what was my first interaction with frats. I was going to U of H, right? And my first year in college. And so I never forget. I went, you know, you got the game room at school. Mm-hmm. And U of H downtown had a big game room. And so I was in there and I was playing pool with one of the guys, and there was people in there and everything or whatever, right? You know, just a school dude in school like me, one of my partner, and then, you know, and there was people in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was the lounge, you know what I'm saying? And so next thing you know, some frat guys come in there, right? And I kind of seen some people, they were acting like they were split up and all that old shit. And you know me, I'm just, you know, you're gonna survey the situation. You peeping energy, you checking the temperature. Mm-hmm. So they come in there, they walking there, boy, like they own the building.
King Kong.
King Kong, right? And it's about like maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing pool with the dude, and so a couple of them get pool stick or whatever, this or that or whatever. They was like, yeah, y'all need to give up the pool table. And anybody that know me, when stuff like that happens, I just usually bust out laughing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they talking about give up the pool table, we fresh on the game. So I got my pool stick, I bust out laughing at them niggas. I'm laughing just like this. I'm like, we still playing, fam. You know what I mean? That's what I said. Well, we still playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You know who we is, nigga? College students. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Yeah.
I'm really being sarcastic as fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't making it no better. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, them niggas trying to get all serious and shit or whatever. They acting, they think they trying to scare me, thinking it's gonna work. So I looked in there and I'm like, I'm like, okay, these niggas is for real. Man, man, I unscrewed that motherfucking pool table and picked up 2 balls. I said, boy, if one of you niggas come, I'ma fuck y'all up. Guess what? I'm gonna be honest with you, nigga. Now y'all know them cue balls can fuck somebody up.
Yeah, they can.
They ain't want no smoke. They didn't want no smoke, and then they know it was gonna trigger some attention. Then the U of H police and all that.
They at school.
Yeah, they at school. Yeah. You know, them niggas bagged off, bro. They bagged the fuck off, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, these niggas got me fucked up. But I'm so stupid. I went to the fam. I said, say, man, these niggas up here trying to bully niggas.
But
shit.
you know,
Fam son 3 niggas to come to school with. I brothers you not. I knew then I was a real mom. 3 niggas. Them niggas came there and get what? Them hey, don't fuck with him. Them niggas ain't fuck with me. Because I guess that kind of let me know that them niggas is kind of a little cliquey organization. I promise my fam son 3 niggas with me to school. And then told them, hey, y'all don't fuck with him. It's going to be a problem. Them niggas didn't fuck with me. But I would watch them on campus and shit. You know, people just scared them and all that and shit like that. But they ain't fucking me no more. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit ridiculous.
You got that hazing and all that. I think it go back to that statement, man. It ain't. They think the more you take, the more you like it, or the more you attract. If you go through something, it's harder to let it go than not going through something and get it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just with the press, they gotta pick. They gotta be more selective, so you ain't gotta beat it. You get guys some good stock, you know. That way you don't have to beat nobody to do that. You know what you get. You know what I'm trying to say? Because if you getting good people, you ain't gonna beat on no, you know, the motherfucker that's worse than nothing. So yeah. That's crazy.
That's why
it's a gang mentality. I think any group of people that's over 2 or 3, you have a gang mentality. I don't give a fuck what it is, who you is.
Yeah.
I don't care, white, black, Mexican, Arab. 3 of them together, that's a gang mentality because they all gonna act as one on whatever happens.
Yeah, because I have studied the history of frats, and they did not start off doing that shit. They did not. You actually had to meet the criteria had to be a certain level of intelligence.
There you go.
It had nothing to do with nothing. Didn't care if you could fight or nothing like that. In fact, actually, like they would be more susceptible to getting somebody who may be getting bullied to join. Hey, we got you, bro. We your brother. We don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, they created gentle warriors. You know, not violent.
Your grades had to be up to par.
Grades had to be up to par. It had nothing to do with violence and hazing. In the beginning, it was about intellect. You know what I'm saying? Are you down for this? Hey, look, it's Jim Crow. This is what we got to fight. This is our way of sticking together. You know what I mean? Learn the law and stuff like that. So it definitely kind of like the Crips and Bloods was in the original. It was to protect the community from the racists and the KKK, but then it just turned into something else over time. Yeah. All right, man. So we're gonna go to the next subject, man. Good shit, bro. Good shit. All right, hold on. All right, so we finna go to this one. So Felicia Rashad been in the news, man. So I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this, man. All right, can y'all see it?
Yes, sir.
That's the beautiful, lovely Felicia Rashad, America's
Houston,
first
Texas.
black mother.
Houston, Texas.
Yes, sir.
You came up in the era, Ms. Rashad, where dignity and grace were everything.
But you ever look at how wild Hollywood is now, and you just think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Young ladies are so beautiful. And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman. Right?
You came up in an era, Miss Rashad, where
okay, so what has happened is that since she's done that, which kind of tells you the sign of the times we in right now, black women have scolded this woman since she said that, bro.
Man, stop.
Yes, bro. Call her pick me. Actually telling her who hurt her. Like, so, man, y'all chime in. It don't matter who go. What's y'all thoughts on this? Well, here's the question. Let me hold on. Let me give you some added context. Let me give some subject matter. How do you feel about black women being at a point where not only do they not listen to men, they don't listen to nobody, not even black woman that came before them. What are y'all thoughts on that? They not even listening to black woman. This woman is a leader. This woman set the bar. This woman is a living example of black female excellence. Successful, beautiful. No, nothing negative about her has ever been in the news. You couldn't have painted a more perfect picture of a black woman, and yet they're getting at her. What's y'all thoughts on that?
People love the bad guy. If you put her and Sexy Red up there, they're gonna choose Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love hoes, but nobody really want to marry one, they say. But what I'm getting at is it's no more ladies, because you got to realize being a lady started home. Last week we had a discussion. You say the parents and the failure and this, that, and other. That's true, because the women, they don't teach the girls how to be young women. Girls right now know how to be hoes. They know how to go get money. And that's by putting lashes, some shit on, and go and talk to a nigga and get it. See, grandma taught you how to make biscuits and how to make gravy, 40 white gravy, how to make white rice, because you're getting ready for a husband. She's setting you up to get married. See, these motherfuckers going out here to hit a lick, find a trick. They're not going to get a husband. They trying to, hey, $40, okay. They own that. And that's the culture that we in right now. We don't have no ladies. I say it all the time. No leaders, no ladies. Because everybody hustling. You see what I'm trying to say? So ain't nobody worried about the future or this, that, and the other. The YNs don't know if they're going to make it to 40. They don't know if the world's going to be around. So they're going to do whatever they're going to do right now. And that's what we have to realize. They ain't worried about no 401k. They ain't worried about no retirement right now, whatever's happening. And that's the way it is. That's why you don't see them, they're going to wear her out, because the time she lived in is not now.
Yeah.
Not that it don't exist. It's just not right now. Because right now, you don't have no grandmamas, no auntie. They don't see her as no auntie. See, us, we older. We see her as, that's like our great auntie. We have respect for that. Them new YNs, they don't give a fuck about her being Bill Cosby, none of this. We don't care. That's what they going to tell you. So that's
Trust, what's your thoughts on
it? About the fact that they attacking her for what she said?
I mean, about the fact
that black women ain't listening.
They not listening to nobody that's trying to tell them right. At this point, you could safely say that because they crashing off on Felicia Rashad.
To piggyback on what Rich said, that just goes to show you how fucked up the family structure is right now. You see what I'm saying? That there's no structure, and without order, there's always gonna be chaos. You get what I'm saying? So, dad ain't at the house.
Okay, dad ain't at the house.
So
that's it.
Yeah, mama I don't need no man. So, you know, she on the same type of shit. I don't need no man. You know what I mean? And like he say, she's not being taught how to cook, how to clean, how to be a woman. She's not being taught that. She's taught, okay, you put these on, you go down there, and when you see Jerry at the store, Jerry got the dope, you know what I'm saying? At the store, he got some money. You tell Jerry how good he looking today, Jerry gonna kick you out with a couple $, and you can go do this. You see what I'm saying? It's all a quick 3 or right now type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what else we gonna expect out of them but what we getting out of them? You can't really expect, you know what I'm saying? If I got a dog and I ain't never taught this dog how to go outside and use the restroom, I can't be mad when he shit on the floor.
Nah, you damn sure can't.
So I want to piggyback off what you said, Trust. You totally right, man. Rich, everything you said is right. Trust, everything you said is right. So what I want to do is I want to respond from the present tense state of mind, right? Because you're right. We definitely know where this shit comes from. So here's what I want to do, and I'm gonna tell the people out there. Dear Black woman, we know how and why you got like you are. So with that being said, I can't say what the solution is because you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to listen to Felicia. So since you're not going to listen to us tell you what you should be doing and tell you the solution is, what I'm about to do now is I'm going to tell you the consequences. Okay. So what's going to happen is you're going to die old and alone. It's a good chance your son is probably going to go to jail, join a gang, or get killed. It's a good chance your daughter's probably going to be a hoe, or she's never going to be able to keep a man because he's not going to be able to please her because you didn't teach her to be humble. Right? Another thing. You're going to pass this down to your daughter, and then your daughter's going to pass this down to her son or mother, which is going to infaminize the son. So basically the same niggas that you talking about that are bitch niggas, y'all created the motherfuckers. So no matter how many times you fly around this planet, it's going to revolve right around back to your ass. And that's just what it is. Take it or leave it. We don't like them fucking eyelashes. We don't like that running our hands through your head and they get caught up in all that fucking weave all the time. We don't care about your BBLs. We don't give 2 shits about your 15 degrees. We don't give a damn about none of that shit. We don't give a damn about your money because we don't get access to that. Okay? We don't get access to none of that. What we care about is if you can bake biscuits. Okay? What we care about is if you could drain our balls. Okay? What we care about is you can keep your legs closed while I'm at work. What we care about is will you know how to act in front of me, in front of people?
Disrespect me.
If those are not important to you, then get you a dog or a cat because your life is going to have the same ending that your single ass mama had, your single ass grandma had, and your single ass auntie and all her motherfucking friends had. And we don't care how you take this, and that's that.
Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You put a cap on that. Next topic on this.
All right, so we're going to go to the next subject. And this is a perfect segue too, man, here. So let's go to the next one, man.
There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically up, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody. I was the one that was getting, and I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. There's a action. There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have.
All right, so to add the context to it, this is the girl who called the police on Atlanta rapper Scooter, who eventually ended up in a police chase from the police and eventually got injured while running from the police. It was said that whatever he landed on cut the big vein in his leg and he ended up bleeding out by the time they can get him to the hospital, and he eventually died. Now, a lot of people heard the 911 call. There were some people who were like, okay, that don't sound right. I personally had heard it, and my instinct was like, something don't sound right. She's going too in debt, you know, and started bringing up things about who he is in his past and stuff like that. Well, come to find out, after further revelation, the police found out she lied, and they have arrested her. So basically, she's someone who used to mess with Scooter, but no longer. She's a Zeus star on a baddie show on the Zeus channel, which is Ray J's channel, which is a popular TV channel. And now she's in custody. So, man, what's y'all thoughts on that, man? Who's more to blame?
They need to start a trend. They need to start a hold on before we get into that. They need to start a trend of locking bitches up for calling and making false police report off the rip.
But they've been doing that forever.
Huh?
That's what woman nature. They've been doing that. They supposed to been locking them up.
They supposed to been locking their ass up, and they let them go with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She can call and say anything she want to say. They gonna lock your ass up and sort the shit out later. That's bullshit, bro. That shit needs to stop.
It happened when
Rich,
they gave women all these rights. All these rights, man.
You don't have to agree with me, but I have to say this. Not all women will do that. Okay?
Not all. I can't. I'm not putting it on all.
Okay.
No.
But the ones that do call and make these. But the ones that do,
I'm hard on a woman, man. I you know, I got
but go ahead.
The ones that do though call and make these false ass reports, she need to be locked up.
Yeah.
Lock her ass up. That's gonna cut that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna cut the bullshit.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done about this. So I applaud the police for locking her funk ass up.
Exactly.
Hopefully that starts a trend.
Yes.
And another thing I want to say too, I'm glad you said that, Trust, because here's my thing, bro. One of the things that I was taught, man, don't be quick to give criticism if you can't give praise. I don't care who that is. And at the end of the day, man, you know them police, that man took them on a chase. Do you know not one shot was fired, man? They could have got it over, bro. Then not one of them cops shot that man, and then they locked the girl up. So I gotta give a shout out to the APD and those specific laws, man, that did it the right way, bro.
Yeah, they did their thing on that one.
Yeah, they did their thing on that one. So shout out to APD for that, bro.
Why bro take off running?
That's the thing. That's why that was gonna be the next question, which is a conversational piece. If you had to choose whose fault it is for him losing his life, would you say it's her for calling the police and lying on him, or him for running and giving him a police chase?
Definitely her. Because without her, you would have to run.
You know, had to run.
It's the basic story. Adam and Eve.
What about you, Trust? What you think? You think it's her fault? Okay.
It's on her. She shouldn't.
Yeah, I think it's his fault, but you know, we did agree to disagree. I think it's his fault.
For running, you know, but he could have, you know, think about if he's a street nigga. He probably down bad. He got a dirty blick. He got dope.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Ain't no
right or wrong answer in this situation.
Yeah.
It's just the choices you chose. He chose to run, and it ended up being his death.
Yeah,
you know
but at the same time,
because the thing about
they
it
need
is,
to lock her ass up.
Yeah, she need to get locked up for lying because you got to realize your birthday, you ain't doing nothing but enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
And the cops coming. What I'm running for? Because first of all, y'all ain't got no search warrant, so I can stop y'all at the door. Now, if you're looking for the girl, they already said she wasn't even in Atlanta. She called from somewhere else to try to stop the motion he had going on. So you know
She
she's not
wasn't
in there
even
being
there.
dragged.
Yeah,
So
she wasn't
it's
even
a
there,
lot.
B.
She wasn't even. So it's a lot. Yeah, she called from another party because she was talking to a girl at the party, and that's how she said she was just to fuck it up.
And
You know,
then
she
those
admitted.
allegations, a
Yes,
lot
the
of
man
those
that was false. She said
sex trafficking and
they
beating.
just be trying shit, man.
And look, and she was saying he was beating me. He beat me as if she was there.
There, yeah, she was.
Oh, blooded, bro.
Man, but we know that from one story you ever read. That's Adam. You know the woman is gonna be
that's
devious
why
and
we gotta
watch him. We don't know it.
And that's why we gotta stop ignoring the sign as men and as women in general. We gotta stop ignoring these red flags. And the reason why I'm gonna hold men accountable for their choices and women accountable for their choices and men is because when I look back on some of the situations that I was ended up in with women that wasn't right and women that hurted me, if I have to hold myself accountable and say, right, you know you ignored this and that, you know you overlooked this and that, and then I'm so real. Be a witness. Shit, Bill. I mean, Trust saw it.
Yes, I did.
Trust saw it right there and seen it, but you know you can't. You know when somebody in love, you kind of got to let them get flush themselves out of that, do a detox. And that's what happened. I went through it. Shit, Trust watched me get back with her, get a relationship and everything, and red flag right there. Everybody see the red flag.
But
So,
that's just like what we just discussed.
Accountability is real. You know what I mean? So if he would have stopped ignoring red flags and messing with chicks like that, then you know what I'm saying. But again, I'm not putting him to blame for his death because clearly that situation to a large extent was out of his control. And I'm just happy that Atlanta police did the right thing. So far, they're doing the right thing. She needs to get charged with some type of murder, 3 of murder 4, something. Because she played a part in this man dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely played a part in this man dying.
Yeah.
See?
You know, like Rich say, he wouldn't have had to run.
See?
You know, he shouldn't have ran. He would have lived, would have had a case.
But it's back to what we said a topic ago. We said what? I said black men are scared of dogs and the police. And the police knocked on the door, he ran. He probably hit a backyard where a dog was, and he jumped the fence and he killed himself because he cut himself jumping the fence. It's the same thing. So
it's the same thing.
That's our nature, man. We don't, when we see cops, we know ain't no good end finna be to this. We just know it. And rather not fuck with them, they try to run, which that's not what you got to do all the time. Face your accuser. And a lot of men don't know how to convey what they want to say to the cop, and you get caught up. You just have to be, if you're strong in the mind, you know what you want to say. I'm not running. I'm not. No, what you want? What happened? We're gonna get together. But
so we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna keep it on the rappers. I'm gonna let you watch the video and then I add the context to it.
Don't do it.
Take that ring off, bro. Nah, let him go. Let him go. Hey, let him put his eyes coming out like that. Hey, what you want? Let me go. Oh, you can't fuck with me. Oh. That's the damages right there. Hey, take the ring out. Take the ring out.
Beat niggas up. That's what I do. I beat niggas up and fuck niggas hoes. I'm still out here. Maxo Frazier, bitch. Still out here, nigga. Undefeated. This bitch ass nigga bleeding. I just whooped this nigga. It look like his blood all over me, don't it? What that look like?
Take that ring off, bro. Nah, let him go.
All right. So, here's a question I posed.
Hey, one scared and the other one glad he's scared.
Because
that's how that go.
it's deeper than what most people are just seeing as far as the video. So let me make this clear. So Maxo Cream is said to be a popular rapper from Houston. He's done songs with Meg Thee Stallion and so forth and so on. Well, anyway, he was in a street fight with a street dude, and it's all on tape, and it went viral. And he also is the CEO who signed, he's the label owner that signed Cartel Bo, who's off of Homestead. He's been crashing out lately too, but that's a whole nother show. So here's my question, right? Because this is what's mind-boggling to me, right? And I don't want to go there, but this is one of the reasons why I say Black Culture Trash. What in the fuck is a fucking millionaire doing fighting some hood nigga in the motherfucking streets? You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make it up. And if anybody out there, because I ain't saying it ain't, but if anybody out there can find me a video of a millionaire Asian or Caucasian or Hispanic man, a millionaire, if anybody can find a video on these motherfuckers out in the streets fighting random niggas, man, please send me the video.
Hey, that there is deeper than, because them two dudes actually partners. They was cool.
Hold on. Okay, back. Okay, go ahead. I ain't want because for the vocal.
Yeah, man. It's deeper. Both of them dudes are partners. They knew each other, and one went mess with the other one, gal, and they done that. Now the thing is, they tussled. They didn't fight. That's a tussle. They had a tussle.
But is that an excuse, Rich? Because
they
no,
trash. Don't worry about it. Listen,
I'm asking.
What I'm getting at
is that an excuse for a millionaire?
No. And listen, and I'm gonna help you out here too. We giving them niggas $1 million. I believe they might got 100,000 or a couple $100,000. I don't think they're millionaires.
I'm just basing it on.
I'm just saying. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
So
we just now. You're not gonna see one fight because when you get $1 million, you ain't wanting to fight. You're gonna fulfill any sexual fantasy. No.
What are you talking about? All these millionaire rappers out here fighting and shooting. What are you talking about, Richard?
Come on. Listen. They saying they millionaires, but when they go to jail like Yella Beezy, they can't make no money.
Rich, I don't want to.
I'm just saying they screaming at, but
Rich, let's assume
on paper,
they are.
I'm tell you different. If they are, it's the mentality. I'm not taking that from them. It's the hood mentality.
Millionaires, Rich. You're throwing the subject out. Let's just say these are millionaire rappers. Why?
I'm cool with that.
Why are these millionaire rappers?
I'm telling you,
gang banging and fighting and shooting and killing?
Because they was that before they got the money. The money make you what you really is. I'm back to that point. If he a Crip, he from Southwest. He's trying to prove he tough. I don't know why. If he's successful, I know he wouldn't be trying to prove he tough. What do you owe the streets to prove you tough for? I don't know, but that's just a mentality. But them two, like I said, that was a girl involved in that, and they was partners. So that was more love. They didn't want to hurt each other. They just wanted to show each other that they would fight each other. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to why the YNs shoot now, because they can't fight. I don't expect, when you see two rappers fighting, what do you expect? They're not professional fighters. They can't go 3 minutes. I know I can't go 3 minutes. I don't care how tough you think you. If you're not trained like you rock, that you can go longer because you practice. Niggas who don't practice, man, you can sit there and let them ass swing for 2 minutes and beat the fuck out of them. I know that because I watch boxing. I know. I'm very much fan. So that's why when I see them niggas, y'all ain't no professionals. Y'all up there doing, y'all don't even know how to post up. Y'all playing. So when I see that part, I know it's gonna be some bullshit. I say, okay, let's get us some laughs. Because ain't nobody gonna get hurt. No. They hands soft as Dr. Cotton. They throwing with broke wrists. They don't know how to make a solid fist. It's sad. and they young and they little older. Y'all ain't had no fights growing up. I understand. It's cool.
Yeah,
he
really
could just
sad,
win. If he'd have windmill, he'd have done better. If he just start windmilling, that'd have been a better fight for him. But you know, it is this is what it is. I tell you this.
Sad,
I never thought I would live to see rap die. Rap is dead. I mean, it's over, man. I didn't think it could die,
really,
but it did.
You know,
and anytime
it's really sad.
Anytime women get to something, anytime women get to something.
When I see 30-plus-year-old men who have become successful and have accumulated a certain amount of money, even if they don't have it, to just see it's safe to say that in our culture, we have a midlife crisis where we just don't want to grow up. We don't want to be grandfathers. We don't want to be fathers. We don't. It's like we just want to stay.
They don't know what to do. They don't know, man. They don't know. You know, like I say, hey, man. They fighting over a girl. They fighting over a girl.
You
I want you to know that.
Young niggas is calling 30-year-old men old.
Yes.
Nigga,
But they're fighting over a girl. Do you know how crazy that is?
They some suckers.
Why you fighting over a girl? The only problem one of them should have, whoever gal that was, and went fuck with his partner, and she coming back with no money. Now we got a problem. Because you didn't went fucking for free. You might well stay over there. Don't come back here. So I'm like, what y'all fighting for? Is her pussy? She gonna give it to who she want. So if she gonna do that, at least get something from it. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't. They gonna sit there and try to prove something to some niggas that don't even, that's filming you. They're filming you, man. I mean, it's sad. Like I said, rap dead. When women get at the top of anything, it's over. And that's not being bad. That's just, it's over, man. You know, it's dead.
You know what? So you know what else is sad about it? You know what else sad about it, Rich, is this, man. You know, I lost a long-time friend over some coochie, man.
Oh, man.
And the crazy part about it, man, I did it the right way, and it still became drama, man. I did it the right way. I came to that man like a man and said, bro, hey, if you do, don't wife. Showed him the proof. I'm talking about evidence. And man, it still didn't work, man. It's safe to say that just some cats ain't built. You know, I gotta go back to what my boy Max told me. Rest in peace, man. He say, man, he say you're gonna do one or two things in life. He say you either gonna pimp life or let life pimp you, man.
Church.
Bro, like
I mean,
you gotta look at everything in life from that perspective, even business. You gotta look at it from that perspective. If not, you're gonna get swallowed up, bro. You're gonna lose your logic and drown in your emotion every time. And when I saw that, I watched two niggas who clearly came from single parent households, had no consistent male authoritarian figure in their life, drown in their emotion because they felt powerless to a bitch. When you could have exuberated your power by saying, well, you win a fight. We need to go out and drink on that, fam. They fought on shit.
Listen, I know something. They have not found a cure for cancer, and they have not found a cure for tendinitis of the dick. They have no, when they tend the dick, it's nothing you can do. That and cancer, I don't give a fuck what you do. You can go to God, get Jesus off the cross. A nigga tend the dick, he'll kill you, the family, and then kill his goddamn self. I'm telling you, he'll kill his goddamn. When nigga kill his goddamn self, I don't fuck with it. You too much. You gonna kill yourself? All right, I'm good. You finna kill you. Fuck me. You gonna kill you too? I'm more concerned about him killing himself than me. Like, goddamn kind of nigga you is. You gonna kill your. What did you do to yourself? You want to kill yourself? You know, I'm like, what the fuck? But that what?
I ball up and cry for. I crash out over.
I don't ever want to love nobody like that, man. That's
No.
too much love, man. That boy over here in the man, my hood, man. He went knocked on the door, shot that girl and mama at the door, man. Then went off himself. I said, "No."
I remember that.
Gotta be a better way. Yeah, man. You can't be that tender.
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
I got a question, and I'm gonna start with trust, and then I'm gonna go back to you, Rich.
All right.
And I've actually adopted this. I really have. And so far, because of it, I'm married, got a good woman, and I don't have the problems that I've had before in some cases, in a few cases that I have now. So I'm gonna ask you trust, and then I'm gonna ask Rich. There's this saying that don't ever get with a woman that you gonna love more than she love you. Trust your thoughts on that.
God rest his soul, man. In the words of my nigga boss, I'm looking for who like me out the rip. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is I'm saying they may like you, they may love you, but do you agree with that saying? Just make sure that they love you more than you love them.
Oh, for sure I do. For sure
I
I do. Because let me tell you something. I don't love a motherfucking thing more than I love myself.
That is. That's it. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I ain't motherfucking Hitler. You know what I'm saying? I done had motherfuckers I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I done had women's I love. But guess what? I would leave they ass.
Man.
And I'm not going to think twice about it. Because I'm going to always pick me. I'm going to always pick me.
Good answer. Perfect answer. Because the catch is, just because I love me, don't mean I love you no less. But I'm not going to love you more than me. So once you paint that picture, and if you question that, you don't understand. We shouldn't be having a conversation because that's clear as day. You can't love nothing more than you love yourself. You with yourself every day, all day. How I'm not going to like this individual.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but it's people that don't. That's why they get fake hair, makeups, BBL. That's why they do everything they got to do. You understand what I'm saying? To be happy with what they looking at. You know what I'm saying? When all you have to do is just, do what you got to do.
And you know what my ex uncle and auntie told me one time, fam? And they said, look here, nephew. They say, I want you to look at love as building a house, right? And say, you a builder and she's your co-builder. Y'all building this house together, right? This house of love. And they said, in the beginning, both people always start off brick for brick. Your brick, my brick, your brick, my brick. And then they say usually by the man being the man, he like to double up because the man is competitive. So he might do, let me do 2 bricks to my baby one. You know what I mean? Let her know I'm macho, and that's, you know what I mean? But he say, but when you start noticing that you steady laying bricks and they stop or they slow down and you seeing that they're not helping build this foundation to keep it solid like you are, that tells you everything you need to know about who you with and if you should stay with. Now, I heard it, but it didn't hit me. It hit me when I needed it to hit.
For sure.
And after the relationship was over, that was one of the things that sealed the deal forever. Think I'm gonna get back with a motherfucker who don't want to help me build this foundation? Shit, you got me fucked up. Because guess what? Because if you do continue to build it, it's gonna create a weak foundation. And guess what? You gonna when that motherfucker fall in, guess who's gonna be in it?
See.
Yeah, you gonna be in that motherfucker yourself.
Yourself.
By yourself.
By yourself, and guess what? She gonna go find somebody else to go build with. Yeah, real talk.
Happens all the time.
All the time. All right, so we finna switch the subject, man. What's your thoughts on this? Hold on. Jamie Foxx in the news.
Thing with us. Hey, all that DEI goofiness you talking about, man. Stop playing or give us our props. Stop messing with our history. The more you erase, the more we replace. I don't get why they so mad at us. Somebody said, why I gotta be black excellence? Why not? Why not? Why can't I show these young black kids, girls, and guys a different side? Perception is everything. Showing these kids a different perception. How great is that? You know what's crazy? When Barack Obama became president, people were like, policy. I said, oh, whatever. You know what he did for me? He changed my perception. Because when I would travel the world had a certain perception of me as a black man. But when they saw, and if there's any indication that America is not the most incredible country in the world, and he came up in there with that suit, fly, you feel me? I felt good, and everybody felt good because they love what we do. I know y'all out there bullshitting right now, but y'all love us. Y'all love our music, and if y'all talking about DEI, then give some of our stuff back, like our R&B. Stop playing with us. Stop singing like us. Stop dancing like us. Give us our shit back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop.
All right, so that was Jamie Foxx and SIP. He had a lot to say. It's a lot to uncover. I'm gonna go first on this. I know I ain't went first on none of them, but I want to go first on this. And y'all just give me a second, because he said a lot of shit, and I know my response is gonna be controversial to a lot of motherfuckers, man. First, I want to say this. Nigga, you fuck white bitches. First of all, fuck you. Fuck out of here, nigga. Let me start off saying that, nigga. You weak for the snow bunny. And I don't knock it. I'm just
ain't nothing wrong with let you know.
So let me
let you know.
Hold on, Rich, we record.
I'm right with you.
Okay, yeah, because I want y'all to think about this. I gotta make good editing footage. So yeah. So let me start off with that. Secondly, I want to say this. To sit there and bitch about DEI being taken away, and then you turn around in the same motherfucking sin and say you voted for a nigga because he a nigga, that's pure hypocrisy. It's pure fucking hypocrisy. You can't practice, you can't do that, bro. You gonna sit there and complain about somebody taking DEI, but your vote was a DEI vote. That's hypocrisy. Third, you turn around and say they taking our music, our R&B, and all that, right? To me, it's not so much about them taking it. It's not their fault that we don't build an economics ecosystem in the music game for us to protect our culture of music. It is very common to see that most black, when you see them, what they want to do. I want to get signed. Most of these cats don't want to be Master P. Most of these cats don't want to be Birdman. Most of these cats don't want to be Jay. And I'm going to tell you why. Because most of them don't want to put in that work. See, the difference between P and other and these artists who complain is they don't want to put in that work. Man, P went through some shit. Birdman went through some shit. Suge went through some shit. Jay went through some shit. And guess what they did? Guess what they did, Trust?
Yes, sir.
They stood up to them Jews.
For sure.
They stood up to them. They ain't gonna ask for shit. Think about this. And this is why I can't stand when we play victims, right? Because we brag about how powerful we are, but then we play victim when it's time to go to war and utilize their power. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't have to worry about nothing because they said it themselves. In J book, he said it himself. When that dude who owned who was with what's that record label? What's that record label on the West Coast, Priority? He called that white boy and say, hey, you need to get out this contract or that business ain't right. Oh, no, we're good. The next day, hey, let me speak to blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's not here. Oh, he not? He said, well, you send this message. I got 10 guys outside and 3 in the office. And they said that he got on this, that, and that. And if he don't fix them contracts, sure, same thing. Pete, same thing. So I really hate when we pick and choose when we want to be victims, and then when we say we so powerful, but then we don't want to use it when it needed. The problem I have with a lot of niggas is that we want to go, we ready to go to war with each other, but we don't want to go to war with them. And that's why people like P, J, Suge, they special. They special, bro. Because guess what? They went up against them.
Yeah.
And won.
Yeah.
And they won, bro. And so when I hear Jamie say this about something take it, okay, that's because we letting them take it. P still on his masters, J still on his masters. Suge, that's another story. But we know what happened. Suge couldn't let the street life go. Irv got it died on in his masters. You see what I'm saying? And so when I hear Jamie say that, and knowing you were playing, you come on, man, you made the draft pick, Kenfo. It wasn't just your talent that got you there. You got drafted. And guess what? In Hollywood, the difference between the NFL only draft 177 niggas. In Hollywood, only draft one every 3 years. It's a draft. So that's my thoughts on it, man. But other than that, I love Jamie Foxx, man. You a humble guy. He really is a humble dude. I met him in person. He doesn't act funny with you, bro. He'll shake your hand, take a picture with him. I just have a disagreement from a different perspective on it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man.
Well, you go on, Trust.
I don't really see the big deal about the DEI shit anyway, because for the simple fact, DEI ain't helping us do a bitch ass thing.
Nothing.
That's just me personally. That's how I look at it. Like,
we 6 on the list.
You know what I'm saying? So that DEI shit, that's really, and it's not, slurred nobody or no type of shit like that. That's really a law put in place for the LGBTQ community so that they can get in places. You see, and
originally for white women as well. It was originally for white women, and then they gave it to the LGBT.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with the DII shit, you know what I mean? I'm not for that. You know what I am a strong supporter of, though? I'm a strong supporter of nepotism. You see what I'm saying? I'm a supporter of nepotism. I believe, like, if I'm in place and you my people, I'm gonna put you in place. Like LeBron was in place, he put Bronny in place. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how the game, that's how the world works to me when I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
that's how.
Who own Walmart?
The Waltons.
Hey, hold on.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They gonna put their people in place.
Who own Louis Vuitton?
The Vuittons. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put their people in place, and that's how we gotta start looking at it. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of us, okay, and like how he was saying, black excellence. You know what I mean? I'm all about black excellence. I believe black people are incredible, the most resilient people that the world has ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I believe black people are excellent. But every coin, it has a two-headed side. You know what I'm saying? And I also believe we're very selfish. And this is what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get a piece, and it's my piece. It's mine. I ain't let nobody get it. You know what I'm saying? He want to hold the throne till he die. That's not how shit works. If I get on, I'm supposed to put my people in place so that they can get on. So now guess what? It's not just I'm on. We got a team of on motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Then in return, they put people on. Now we got a group of on motherfuckers. Then in return, they put motherfuckers on, and guess what? Now we got an army of motherfuckers who own. You get what I'm saying? We gotta stop thinking of, we got this in our head. We got it's mine. I ain't never had it. I got it. I ain't letting it go. Ain't nobody else gonna get it. Woo, 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 woo. And I understand what the psychology and what is trained of mind comes from, but we gotta get out of that frame of mind. I was looking at some shit the other day, and they was talking about billionaires in ownership, right? I didn't know that what's the boy name? Tesla. Not Jeff Bezos.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk only owns 13% of Tesla. You see what I'm saying? He started out, created the company and all that. But in order to grow it, you got to start selling off pieces. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? That's how shit grows. You get what I'm saying? So when these companies go public, you get what I'm saying? They start breaking up shit, sharing it. You get in on some of this money. You got some money over there, get in on some of this money. Yes. Let's make this money grow. And that's how we got to start looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck DEI.
Thank you.
Put your people on.
Yeah. But you know what, Big Trust? I'm gonna tell you, here's why I gotta add to that. What you just did was expose the ignorance of black culture and why we can't grow economically, because we're looking at it from an old playbook, right? Here's what I'm saying. Think about what you just said about him owning less than 14% of it, right? When he started and created. So to the people out there, let me explain to y'all asses how American and how capitalism works. Here's what makes companies go public. So let's say I'm profiting 10 million a year on my company. Or I'll say 1 million. But when I was operating that company, what it costed me for yearly to operate that company to where it started making $1 million profit was 100,000. But the company grows, the demand grows, more workers is needed, more everything is needed. So now it costs more money to run that company. So which means that now, in order for the company to grow and start grossing $5 million a year, that means now I got to invest $2 million a year. So what happens is, over time, when that company gets so big, it becomes unaffordable for you as a private equity to even spend the money to push the company. So which means the company then got bigger than what you can even put into it. And that's why people go public, companies go public, because what that does. Watch this. Simple shit. It's called ism. And that's capitalism ain't nothing but a monetary way of pimping. So guess what going public does? Hey, look at here, America. Y'all pay for this. Y'all pay me. Give me the money to fund my company, and I'll give you motherfuckers a little change off the profit. In turn, you said it getting richer and richer and richer. So while we looking at ownership 100%, Elon Musk saying, shit, nigga, I would have never came to be in there if I ain't said nothing.
Never.
So when he owned 100% of the company, he was just a millionaire. But when he went public, and now the country, we become the investors. Now he got so much goddamn money to play with, and he can't lose because guess what? If the company don't profit, I'm a stockholder. I don't profit.
Mm-hmm.
I profit, you profit. Come on, man. And this is why this is one of the reasons why I have a problem with black culture as a whole, is because we're putting our energy and pride into everything else but group economics. We complaining about not getting a slice of the pie, but we don't want to cook it. We don't want to buy the product. We don't want to get the yams and stuff like that. So that's my thoughts on it, man. But that was a good point that you brought up, bro. I'm glad you said that, because we got to start beating this shit into people's head, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We steady crying about being victims, but then what are we doing? You can't cry about I can't walk when you got your legs worked.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta start putting that shit together, man, and not be afraid to put the next motherfucker on. It ain't gonna kill you.
And then we so cold, we're begging motherfuckers to help us, and then in the same sentence, I don't need you.
Exactly.
Man, give me some money. Nigga, I don't need your money. Whoa, fuck, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I can't. That's why I stay in the house, dog. I really do, bro. I'm allergic to humans, bro. I really am. I'm allergic to most humans, man. Because there's a psychologist, man. He has said, and I'm gonna send you that link another day. He said psychologically, when you really think about it, most adults are between the ages of 10 and 14. That shit fucked me up when I start thinking about it. Not all, but he said a large amount of us are psychologically of adults between 10 and 14 years old.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, that was a good topic, bro. All right, so this is gonna be the last one, man. We're gonna go out with a bang, some entertainment. Boom.
Goodness.
Good Lord Almighty. So Cierra is back in her 304 bag again. Cierra, who's a married woman, of course, she catches a lot of flack. She's a married woman. She's married to the former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, Denver Broncos Super Bowl winning quarterback. He played alongside future Hall of Famers like Marshawn Lynch. He's now on a trading block, but he's still a successful quarterback. They're actually about to pay him like $80 million, and he's leaving the team. They owe him that. So his money's long. Cierra has 4 kids, but she has been getting a lot of flack over the years because she's a married woman, but yet she goes out and hangs with Meg Thee Stallions, cool with the Sexy Reds and stuff. She got a lot of 304 friends. So what's y'all thoughts on it, Rich? I'm gonna let you go first on this.
Well, my statements always stay the same. Bitches ain't shit. But now, hey, you can't change a leopard ain't gonna change their spots. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna go as far as to call this lady a whore or a lady of the night, because I don't believe she just going around and give her pussy. But she like the fix that the women of the night get. and she know the only way you're gonna get some attention if you get naked. You see what I'm saying? I say this all the time. I say we don't need no women rappers, no women basketball players, no women boxers, because women will put here for us to look at. I don't want to see you do no physical activity. You understand? I need a woman to be a woman, like we was talking about earlier. I don't need you trying to do things men do to show that they men. You know, we play sports and boxing because that's men. You know, so with her doing what she do, how she doing, she just trying to stay relevant in a fast moving pace and be a mother and a wife and everything. But you know, that's in her nature, man. You know, she was like that, man. We saw her from Bow Wow to 50 Cent to she chasing it. So, you know, it's no surprise what she'll do to stay relevant in this, that, and the other. And like you just said, her husband has a nice situation. He getting money for doing nothing, you know. He got Super Bowl, so they ain't hurting. So, you know, grandma and them had 12 kids, so her having 5, you know, with her man, you know, that's just her, you know. She gon', you know, you can take the hoe out the streets, but you can't take the hoe out the hoe. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that go. I don't care how she is.
Hey,
You
them
know, if
4
she your
kids,
wife,
you know she like to fuck too.
Well, shit, you know,
Russ
he
ain't hurting
married.
for pussy.
No, he touching her, and
Oh,
you know,
she giving it up. We know he ain't getting sexually deprived. That's for damn sure.
no, she liking him in.
Yeah,
She
she like
liking him in. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got long wallet. She got him in. He ain't going nowhere.
Trust, what's your
You
thought?
know.
You know, once again, like we say, man, they ain't been trained on how
See?
to be wives.
There you go.
So you know what I mean? All she knows is what got her where she at right now today. You see what I'm saying? When she was busting that pussy open and doing everything under the sun, she bagged Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So in her mind, this is what got me the treat. So I'm gonna keep doing what got me where I'm at today. You see what I'm saying? So I don't knock her.
Yeah.
I don't knock her. She doing what she feel comes natural. You see what I'm saying? What she feel like is gonna put her in position. So she's just doing whatever, you know. And Russell, you know, I'm not gonna call him a sucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna call him a sucker.
No.
I ain't gonna
A
call
trick
him
would be a
Yeah,
trick might fit. A trick might fit though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? He ain't gonna tell that bitch nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
See, back in the day, grandpa would have checked grandma behind that shit.
What? What?
And
She
look,
wouldn't even thought about it.
and guess
She wouldn't
what?
thought
And
about that
grandpa,
shit.
and if you embarrass him in front of people, he gonna clown you in front of people.
No. You say clown. Grandpa gonna discipline. See, what no clown. He gonna put his hand. He gonna let and tell you this mine. This
Yeah, this
my bitch. He
mine.
gonna tell you. And if you got anything else, say get out my motherfucking eyes. And if the police come, he tell them I ain't call y'all. Don't come to my house. See, you used to be a
Yeah.
man. See, you ain't even a man no more. We can't do that. When the police come to your house, they try to no, you can't talk to nobody here. Back in the 70s and 80s, till they changed the law, when you go to a man's house, you couldn't talk to his wife. If the police came, they couldn't. You know, you didn't know till 1975 women couldn't buy houses by themselves. You had to be married to get a house. A
Whoa.
woman, no single women bought houses. That's why it was a big thing. That's why the women's right. See, women had to be with a man to be validated. You had to be a wife back in the day. If you was a single woman, you was a Jezebel, you wasn't shit. So the validation is the man. Once you got that, once they said, hey, women's rights, y'all can vote, y'all can buy houses, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. They got independence. So they didn't need a man, they felt. Because they felt we gonna get everything the man gonna get. And that was a lie. But that's what it is. Because think about it. If a woman couldn't buy a house without being married, think about how disciplined and how the women was in line. You know, now they could do everything. Equal rights ain't equal. That's why I don't believe in that. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have some of the liberties that we have, but equal rights ain't equal rights because women have rights automatically because they're a woman, and men we don't have nothing like that. Everything we got to share. But you know, it is what it is. But like I say, Russell know what he got. That's what got him. What you seeing is what got him.
That's what
he saw that. What? Told his sunshine, I ain't coming home. He told called home, told his first wife, hey bitch, I ain't coming. That bitch he saw her doing that like a boy video, turn him out.
All right, I'm gonna do this one, man. I gotta do this one, man. I definitely wanna get y'all take on it.
I don't want nothing that looked like Elvis. He stole. That's how I was talking to fake Elvises right now. Give me an African Elvis.
An African Elvis.
Fuck, I'm gonna do. I'm posing like fucking Elvis.
Show me.
Fucking Elvis.
Sorry.
Man, hey. Let me start off by saying this. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers think about Kanye and nigga. I'm rocking with Kanye.
I'm glad you feel that way, Rock. I'm just gonna say it's two people can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. Kanye West is one, and the other one Ray J. They can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. Yeah, we need good entertainment. I love it. Listen. Kanye is too much for television, dog. He giving you what y'all want, entertainment.
Yes, it's very entertaining.
But look, but even just besides entertainment, right? Now, let me explain to you the difference between me being okay with Kanye doing what he doing and pro-black niggas. Because I don't consider I'm out of the pro-black game. I'm not pro-black no more, right? So let me tell you the reason why I'm more okay with him doing what he's doing than, say, the old pro-black me. Because in this climate, and really in any era, because even the Martin Luther King dream cost him money. But see, niggas always love to leave that part out. The revolution has to be financed. But niggas never talk about that. Anytime we talk about revolution or anytime we talk about black power, it could be emotional. But you talking about finances, don't nobody want to talk about black power or the revolution no more. So the reason why I'm okay with Kanye doing what he doing is because Kanye bagging that shit the fuck up. He went toe to toe. He went toe to toe with the biggest mother. He's going toe to toe and he's not scared.
With a giant.
The Giants, and then he leading with his money. They tried to cripple him. He came out twice as rich. He went from being worth 1 point, then they tried to knock him down, then he came back out on top, and now he worth damn near 3. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. I want to follow an economic warrior. We got enough, like I told you, we got enough leaders. We damn sure got enough preachers. We got enough public speakers. We got enough Dr. Umars. That nigga still ain't built that goddamn school.
He ain't gonna get it. We ain't get.
But you see my point, though? You see my point?
But you know, I'm gonna flashback like y'all was saying, show Jamie, and you just showed this. The problem I have, like, with that type of thing is, and it's not that I have a problem. I just so tired of niggas getting their money up, and you get to the finish line, you living good, and now you talking about I'm black power, I want to go to war. How you gonna tell that to me and I'm starving and hungry and gotta still be out here?
Supposed to do it, bitch.
But no, I'm saying he go get his money up, now he want to fight. My thing is, if that fight ain't in you from the start, if the fight ain't in you from the start, or that's your angle, when you come out of nowhere and you want to fight, I look at that sideways, because sometimes the white man put them out there for you to misguide you. So you gotta look. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's in his blood. His daddy was a Panther. What you talking about?
But I'm just saying, Jamie played the game. He had to play the game. He had to play the game.
That's all I'm saying.
When he got the show, anybody got a TV show
You
on
got to
any
play
network,
the
they play the
game, bro.
game. You got to
Because you
play
got to
the
think
game.
about it. He had to deal with. He had to go. He had to play the game just to get through the nigga areas.
Say, listen. When you start talking that revolution talk, you either come dead or you come
he
come
had
up.
to be able to survive Chicago. That's a hell of a task right there. A nigga surviving Chicago.
Chicago a little rough.
Woo, Chicago rough. Then he had to survive the record game, the rap game. Then he had to survive the record industry. That man been going through some treacherous areas in life. Then he had to battle, which is what he's battling now, the Jew or the record exec, and he doing a damn good job so far, bro. And this is what I was saying why I don't like that Michael Jordan signed another deal with Nike, because Michael Jordan could have did what Kanye has done. You see what I'm saying? In other words, think about it. Michael Jordan didn't want to push and evolve and change give group economic power to his people, right? So he just said, nah, you know what? I'll let y'all retain ownership rights and shit on my shit, and y'all just give me my pennies on the dollar for my Nikes. My proof in using Kanye as my proof is this. When you get to the point to where your brand is that so motherfucking powerful, you don't need Nike. Think about this. Look what Kanye did. He proved he didn't need Adidas.
You know something, right?
He's making 20 million. He's averaging, they say that boy averaging $10 million a week on his own Yeezy shit, off his own site, 100% Yeezy on.
Do you realize that you saying a mouthful, but I learned everybody don't want to be a business person and everybody don't want to own. Yeah. I'm just saying, a lot of dudes we see in good positions that got money, you like, why you don't take ownership? That ain't never nothing they want to do. They rather just get a piece of it. And they don't want to, like, you want an entrepreneur, you want to do your own shit, but at a certain point, I think them niggas get to where they like, I don't care. Long as, I ain't got to do nothing and you're going to send me so many million. That's Michael Jordan. I ain't got to do nothing but play golf and fuck these white hoes and you're going to send me millions? He cool with that. He don't want no job.
That's my whole point.
He don't want a job.
That's my whole point. So
that's why you saw Elon Musk step down from Doge. Yeah, he stepped down. He stepped down because it's a job. Anyway. But that's a job. Rich niggas don't want a job. When you got a job, you got to answer to people. And that's the worst thing nigga with money.
You want a job. It got to be something they love to do.
Yeah,
that wasn't nothing he loved to do. He like, okay, I help y'all.
He was being nosy. He found where the money was.
Electric cars and going to space.
But
that
now,
nigga don't lose no sleep.
Let me tell you something else too, y'all don't know. When you dipping in that old money that's old, and you trying to uproot shit, yeah. You them 11 kids you got, Elon, they got a bullet on each one of them niggas' head because them white boys don't give a fuck. That nigga from Africa, they don't care nothing about him. They will kill him dead. You saw he said, I retire. I'm not gonna mess with that no more. Yeah. You can't go. You digging up too many dead bodies. They're digging up too many dead bodies.
We need warriors. We need more economic warriors. We got enough basketball players. We got enough athletes. We got enough rappers. Like we want to load the clip on everything but where it counts the most, and that's economic power. I'm gonna use this example. I don't hear where do y'all see Asians screaming?
Shit.
It's about the culture. Respect our Asian culture. Man, they get money.
It was a whole movement. It was a whole movement about that shit. You don't remember that Stop Asian Hate?
No. And guess who was leading that movement? It was a bunch of non-Asians. That's a fact. You could go look. It was non-Asians. Asians weren't even tripping. Asians was like, this by God, we make sure we be safe, protect home. They weren't tripping. See, here's what when we as a people truly understand how war works, we'll make better decisions economically.
Yes, yes.
But
All
we
this
don't
goes together.
understand how war works. See, we don't like to accept the fact that hey, the only place where we accept casualties of war is when a nigga kill a nigga. But when a cop kill a nigga, we don't look at that when it's just casualty of war.
Yep.
See, we pick and choose when the whole fight gotta be we need to fight economically. And like I say, we don't even think about this, y'all. Most of us don't even own no stocks. You ain't. How can you call yourself an American? To be an American is to be able to own stock. It's being able to own something. We think consumer power is power. That ain't no motherfucking power. The power of plastic. That's glorifying chicken. We glorifying the trick, but we hate glorifying the pimp. You can't make this shit up.
Man, that shit great.
Plus, we glorify the think about this, fam. Let me show you how ass backwards black folks is as a coach. We glorify the nigga that got shot and not the shooter.
Yeah.
We glorify the trick, but hate the pimp.
Not that glorifying tricks, man.
We glorify the hoe, but call a good girl a pick me.
Damn.
So wait a minute. Black culture, we glorify the nigga that got shot, not the shooter. We glorify the trick, not the pimp. And we glorify the hoe and call a good girl a pick me. I can't make this shit up.
That's crazy. Ridiculous.
We complain because we don't get treated like Americans, but then we'll turn around and say, I'm not an American, I'm a black man. I'm a black American. I'm of this descent.
Yeah.
How can you say you want to be treated equal, but then you turn around and say you don't want to get treated equal? I'm just saying, Kenfo, we gotta choose a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I tell people I'm not black no more. Because how can I ever be accepted as an American if I always want to keep separating myself from being American? That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm an American, bro. And I can tell somebody, I can say I'm an American without denouncing my culture or my ethnicity or my African roots. I can do that. I ain't never seen white people be like, man, I don't mess with that damn Yankee. I don't date rednecks. I ain't never seen that shit in my life.
Yeah.
Never seen that shit. But it is what it is, man. So, hey, man, that was a good episode. We had some good topics, man.
For sure, man.
All right, I think Rich checked out, man, but this was a good show, man. We're going to see y'all later. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't glorify the trick.
Hey. Already.
All right, man. Good night.
Yes, sir.